Yeah. Good evening, Gopal. So how is the Josh? What's going on?
Great. Because as discussed yesterday, I'm some of the learnings I implemented in my life. One of them is controlling my thoughts.
Mm,
Basically, earlier I used to see a lot of whatever messages coming in WhatsApp, each and everything with the way more attentive and all. Which are most of the things are what I find is that not in use that are not useful in my day-to-day life. So I stopped many of the things I already shifted to that I've forgotten that word
archive.
archive. So I have having only 8 to 10 that also only once or twice a day I used to just open up. I stopped altogether YouTube access. Then Facebook I already I don't use it.
Mm.
So because of that, lot of energy and the time I'm getting. So I already shared with you at least 2 hours I'm getting. So I will start now reading the books and having connect with my old friends, more connectivity. And about yesterday's topic, uh, I cannot not think of something without thinking about it. That was really, really. I think this was already discussed by Mayor Roaster during our Sonar
Yeah,
master
in our master practitioner course.
master
Yeah.
practitioner को कोई बढ़िया एक एक का याद आ रहा है मुझे
Yes. Actually, this is a very deep level thinking.
yeah
Like you need to have a mindset to get the message about this. It looks such a simple statement, and for some, it looks pretty complicated as well. Like what does that mean? However, if you get the message clear, it's like a
yes
gift of God for you.
yeah yesterday you have explained it in a very detailed and very simple way that is very much understandable and what you already told is when we reset button it again and so next time so it should be higher than what previously is. So
Hmm.
what I have this one is somewhere I have noted yes uh, from calmness to courageous, then from courageous to say happiness, from happiness to peaceful or what they call joyfulness. From joyfulness, it is क्या call- तो क्या बोलते हैं blissful stages. ऐसा एक एक stage it should be higher than what it was earlier.
Hmm. Hmm. Ultimately, the journey is towards connecting to the higher consciousness.
Higher purpose.
So, to connect to the higher consciousness, you need to make sure that you
The
are
basis.
actually experiencing that connection.
Yes. With each stage, at each stage, I'm connecting
Yeah.
a bit higher and higher and higher.
It's like you get a sense of that probably the supreme consciousness has these top qualities.
Quality. Okay. Huh.
So, when you are elevating yourself at every stage, what is happening that you are connecting with that supreme consciousness.
Yes.
The part the consciousness that you are a part of. See, who you and I are: a soul, a
Yes.
spirit, a spiritual being
Yeah.
on a human journey on this earth.
Or
Okay, we could have been in any other planet, in any other place in this entire universe. Maybe there
yes.
are living beings in other part of the universe also, somewhere in the universe as well. They may be intelligent than you and me, the human beings.
Yes.
But fundamentally, what we are talking about is spiritual energy, where science ends. The science ends there. Spiritual energy in a human journey. So you have taken the body of a human being and you are on this journey on the earth. So fundamentally, you are a human, you are a spiritual energy, you are a spiritual being. And the only place that you live is this body.
Yeah.
You know, like when you ask somebody where do you live, so they say that I live in Pune. You don't live in Pune. You live here.
In the body.
Yeah, this is where you live. So this is the first consciousness that you
Agree
need
with
to
it.
have. That the only truth that you are probably connected in this journey of human as a human being on this earth is that the only place where you live is in this body, somewhere in this body. Now, science says you live somewhere here, about 1.5 inch from this point, inside the brain where the pituitary gland is. So, you are at the point where you are generating all the great things in your life, all the great things for your body. Pituitary gland say all those hormones are secreted, which are collectively called as DOS: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So they say that this is a throne where you are sitting there and you are the king of this kingdom of millions and trillions of cells. And all these cells are so loyal to you that whatever you do with your body, they make sure that you are fit and fine.
Yes.
They are so loyal. They never go for a revolt. So you as a king, it's your responsibility to ensure that your subjects are peaceful and happy all the time.
Okay.
So if they are peaceful, if they are happy, if they are excited, if they are energetic, if they are bubbling with energy, bubbling with enthusiasm, bubbling with excitement, what will happen to this body? It will be also bubbling with the same things.
Bubbling. That's energy.
Chances are very low that you will ever have any dis-ease in your life till you breathe your last breath. You will always be at ease. The whole objective of programming this resetting button is to set yourself at ease. अपने आप को याद दिलाने कि मैं ही अपने किंगडम का राजा हूं, कोई और नहीं है.
Correct.
When somebody is trying to control you, they are only making an attempt to control you. It's your choice whether you are going to give that control to that other person or not.
Yes.
So you are the king of your kingdom, or you are the queen of your kingdom. You are a spiritual being on a human journey. You're a spiritual being on your journey on this earth as a human being. You could have been in any other form of animal as well. So fundamentally, you are a human being. Fundamentally, you are a spiritual being. Hi, good to see everyone. So how was last 23 hours?
Crazy.
Crazy?
You blown out our mind. What to do? And for me, it was recalling every now and then what that sentence.
Mhm.
So I was very conscious in uttering the word not, cannot. Sir, you are simply superb.
You know, one thing I say everyone that every quality that you see in me, you also have the same quality. The only difference is that earlier you were not aware of it, now you're aware of it. That's it.
So now I'm able to avoid conflicts because if I speak something not, cannot, I'll get the response the same. So now I'm becoming that change I can see.
Yeah.
Uh, Earlier that not it was not noticed, but now if I only speak, I mean, in a wrong way, the front person will obviously speak the same way. So that thing, that consciousness is come while dealing at office work or any argument kind of stuff. So that is a change. Sir, I don't know what you did, but I can sense that.
You know what happens, like the moment you recognize that others are taking control of your thoughts, the biggest discovery is that they don't know about it, but you know about it. And when you know about it, you can consciously do it the other way.
So that mind chatter is in coming in control after rest.
Rajeshwari is saying you are shining today, Ankita. Even I am also
Light,
shining. See my background, see the lights.
light effect, sir. Light effect. And I've worn yellow, so it is reflecting. Sir, do
Great.
colors matter in our thought process? Like what we wear and how we feel,
Yes,
that matters, no?
yes. Because
Hmm.
colors, every color has a certain frequency.
Yeah,
So if you wear bright colors, they have bright frequencies. You're already using the word bright, right? So bright
right.
colors are generating bright frequencies, higher frequencies. So orange, yellow, red, they have very high frequencies. Naturally, they have very high frequencies. If you look at the color pattern in the universe, the colors that you see with your eyes, they have the frequencies. और इसको हम विबज्योर बोलते हैं, from violet to red. That is the range of frequencies that you can see with your eyes. And everything is frequency. So your eyes can pick up certain frequencies, your ears can pick up certain frequencies, your feelings can pick up certain frequencies. You smell, उसका भी सब frequencies हैं, taste का भी सारे frequencies हैं, smell का भी सारे frequencies हैं. Everything is energy. And as long as it is energy, it has to vibrate. As long as it is vibrating, it has to have some frequency. So God has given us 5 devices through which we can access these different energy levels, different frequencies. तो eyes से हम सारे visual range की frequencies pick up कर सकते हैं. Eyes, ear से हम सारे audible range की frequencies pick up कर सकते हैं. Feelings, they are also frequencies in the air. So we can pick up those frequencies with feelings. Similarly, taste के अलग अलग frequencies होते हैं. So God has given us a beautiful thing called tongue. With that tongue, we can pick up those frequencies. And there's a device here which can smell. देखो गॉड ने आपको सारा डिवाइसेस दे के रखा है टू पिक अप all the frequencies which are happening around you, which are flowing around you. Sare frequencies are there around you. The point is, which one are you choosing? That's going to define how you're going to feel at that given point of time. That is why, see, the topic that we discussed yesterday is a part of the NLP Master Practitioner course. You cannot not think of something without thinking about it. Okay, let us do this simple exercise activity. चलो से activity करते हैं, ठीक है? We'll take pictures later today. So just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. It will be a
One second.
small activity of just 1 minute. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. So I request everyone to switch on the camera because what you say, no, that effect will be there on us. So listening to without camera, you'll feel the difference. So one request for everyone.
Yeah, we are a family, so you should feel comfortable.
Yeah. Your essence of telling that effect will, I've sensed that, sir, so I can request everyone to switch. Then what you're telling, you will understand it more nice way.
Okay, so we will do a very small activity. छोटा सा activity करेंगे. It's very interesting, you know. Just close your eyes. Just आंखें बंद, and you all relax. You know, don't worry about how you look on the camera. You know, it's just a family get together, and we are having high frequency discussions. That's okay. Okay. So, and don't worry about how is the background is, don't worry about how you're looking. Just stay in the conversation. So close your eyes and don't think of a pink elephant. So your job is to not to think about a pink elephant. Okay. Don't think about a red giraffe. Don't think about a green crow. You have been asked not to think about these things. So don't think. Okay. Don't think about the color that you are wearing. Don't think about your favorite ice cream flavor. Don't think about gulab jamun. Don't think about a sky full of stars. Don't think about I wasted so much of time in my life till date. Don't think of the word negative. Don't think of the word this is horrible. Don't think I don't have time to focus on myself. Don't think I'm amazing. Don't think I can do whatever I want to do. Don't think I'm in full control of my life. Don't think I'm beautiful both outside and inside. Don't think I'm a miracle. Don't think I'm my best friend. Don't think I am the opportunity. When I can't see any opportunity around me, then I am the opportunity. Don't think about this. When people are struggling in their life, I am having a great time. Don't think about this. I'm actually having a great time right now because I know the value of time. But don't think about it. Don't think that the only time that you have for yourself is from right now till you go to bed tonight. Don't think about it. Don't think people have no choice but to love me no matter what. Don't think I am a masterpiece in uplifting myself as well as uplifting everyone around me. Don't think I can influence anybody if I choose to. Don't think I can manipulate anybody if I choose to. Don't think I am the best. Don't think today I am the better version of my yesterday's best. Just don't think about it. Don't think I am on my journey towards infinite excellence in my life. Don't think about it. Okay, you can come back now. Slowly, you can come back. How was it?
I could get your question and I have arrived at the answer.
How was it?
Seen everything that you told not to see.
No, with respect to me, I diligently obeyed you. So the moment all was, you were just coming out with the adjective don't. So I was just singing a song because it was continuously you said you didn't tell me what I should think. You only said don't in everything. So as well, I was just singing a song and enjoying myself.
Wonderful. So, how was it for others? Gopal, Milind?
Pinaki, thank you for showing pink elephant and red giraffe. Everyone are visible right in front of me. Thank you.
Sir, when you said about the pink elephant and giraffe, I imagine pink color one side and elephant, black elephant other side. So previously it was like combined. Now that separate I could see. And I
Yeah.
observed that when you said, don't think you are not the best, that time my mind said, because I know I am the best. So you were intentionally using the opposite word so that we can capture the opposite of it. Yes or no, sir? You were intentionally using that word, right? So that awareness is come, sir. I'm happy about that.
Whatever things which are not working in your life right now, you are the creator of them. That's why what happens when we are into these kind of programs or these kind of, we read these kind of books or we listen these kind of audios, the first thing that comes to our mind is, let me start avoiding these things. So I'll stop using these words. I'll stop being this way. I will avoid these kind of people. I'll avoid these using these kind of words. So what happens? They still stay there with you. Because every time you're thinking of stopping something or avoiding something, you are thinking about that first. You cannot not think about it without thinking about it. That's why it says, the law of attraction says that whatever you resist persists. Because you are confusing your subconscious that what to do now. If I want to avoid it, what to do now? Because that is coming in front of me. How can I avoid it? How can I avoid a pothole on a road if it is there? If I am driving, how can I avoid it? How can I avoid a zebra crossing? How can I avoid a red light, a red signal? You cannot avoid them. That's why they keep on staying in your life. So if this is so, let me focus on the things which I want to focus on. As simple as that. Instead of avoiding focusing on something, let me be actively focus on something which matters to me most. Bahut simple. So the summary is, you cannot not think of success without thinking about it. So always keep thinking about your success. You know how you manifest things? You manifest things by being present to what you want. That's why in law of attraction, it also says that you think about it as if it is already happening in your life, as if you are already present to it. So be present to it and apply this technique. You cannot not think of something without thinking about it. So cannot not think of success without thinking about success. You cannot not think of accomplishing something without thinking accomplishing it. You cannot thinking of achieving something without achieving it, without thinking about achieving it. So whatever roadblocks are coming in your way, do not pay any attention to them. Instead, you make sure that you are paying attention to the things that matter to you, period. Let the roadblocks come, but don't pay your attention to the roadblocks. Figure out how to overcome it, how to bypass it. Just think of a bypass surgery. What happens in a heart bypass surgery? When a vein or artery is blocked, what happens? What they do? They create a bypass. They bypass that block. The surgery is all about bypassing that block. So they create a new pathway. That's what bypass surgery is all about.
So are we bypassing a negative?
Yeah, just bypass it. It is not important for you right now. It is coming in your way. Just bypass it. उसके बगल से निकल जाओ.
I mean, in these sessions, we are doing that bypass that we are.
Oh yes, it's all about bypass surgery of the mind.
Ah, that's it. Something has to imagine us. Got it.
What we are essentially doing is we are creating new pathways. See what happens. You imagine in a jungle, you are going there for the first time. Now you do not know the route, right? Now, often you will find when you go for trekking, you will find that there are some routes which are like footpath. People have walked on those routes for so many times that they have become a routes. They have become roads, road signs kind of thing. You know that if I walk on this road, I will definitely reach somewhere where there is a locality. Because people are walking on this road for a long time. So we have created such pathways inside our brain with all these thoughts. I cannot do this, I am unable to do this, this is not for me, I am not good at this, things are like this, I cannot change that person. And because I cannot change that person, I can't change myself either. Okay, even if I can change myself, that is not going to work because the other person is not changing. So we have created all these neural pathways. These pathways are actually not working for us. They are leading to the same destinations for which we have created them. So when you are looking forward to reach another destination, you have to create a new path. You may need to use that path, but if that path is not leading to that destination, there is no point using it. Or if that path is full of blockages, there is the simplest way to do it is to bypass it. And your brain cells are very smart. They can bypass if you instruct them to bypass. That's what rewiring is all about. There are trillions of cells inside your brain, and hardly 5% of them you are using throughout your life. And imagine in that 5%, 95% are the same ones which you are using throughout the day.
Rewiring.
Because 95% thoughts are the same thoughts, they are repetitive thoughts. Yeah. Change your thoughts, rewire it. Continue on that path for a few days. फिर अपने आप रास्ता बन जाए. कुछ और साथ में लोगों को लेके आओ, बोला आप भी चलो मेरे साथ.
New thinking.
And how you can do it? By sharing the same thing, by training the same thing to them. This is why this is one of the intentions of this workshop series. That's why I am sharing everything with you. I am saying that there is no copyright. You take the same thing and start your own training. The best way to learn is to teach somebody. The more people you train, you create that path inside your brain. वो रास्ता बन जाता है जंगल के अंदर, नया रास्ता, नई खोज, नई दिशा. So if you alone walk on that road, you need to remember that which is the route, which are the corners you followed. But when you have a group of people who are continuously running on that or walking on that road, it automatically becomes a path. And then you don't need to remember कि कहाँ से left turn लेना है, कहाँ से right turn लेना है, because that road has already been created. Because so many people are walking on that. That's why many things I don't need to remember, because I'm already training this to you. So don't stop yourself from becoming a trainer. That is the best thing you can give to anybody on this earth. किसी को कुछ सिखाना, to teach somebody something. That is the best work you are doing for God, to teach something good to somebody. Even if you don't go to a temple or a masjid or a girja or a church or any place of worship, you are doing the best thing that God expects you to do. God doesn't want you to come in front of him and pray. He has already blessed you. उनका blessings आपके ऊपर हमेशा है, because you are alive. You can still breathe, right? Take your finger below your nostrils.
Great.
You can experience God. So God is there with you. You don't need to go to a mandir to worship God. You uplift another person in your life, वो worship का 100 times हो जाएगा. You know, there's this beautiful story that there was a village and there was flood all over the place, and everyone was, the villagers were in a mandir, and that mandir was at a higher level, at a higher altitude from the ground. So all the villagers, they started flocking there, but even water kept on coming up, coming up, coming up. So this priest, he was praying to God. Say, God मुझे बचा लो, God मुझे बचा लो. So ultimately क्या हुआ? He didn't survive. Everybody else survived. So when he went to God, he asked God that I prayed for so many years to you, and you killed me. You didn't allow me to survive. So God said, you only prayed for yourself. You didn't do anything for others. You didn't uplift a single soul. So praying to God is not good enough. Praying to God is just like a one activity, one of activity. It's just like brushing your teeth. If you can teach somebody how to brush your teeth, that is the gift you are transferring from God to the other person. That's why I say that 5U plus 1U. So 5U, first U is unlearn. Unlearn means focus on those things which are important to you. Don't pay attention to those things which do not need your attention at all. That is the unlearn part. Unlearn followed by update. Update yourself with new information, new knowledge. Followed by upgrade. When you update, when you apply that update, you upgrade yourself. As you upgrade yourself, you develop new skills. That is called upskill. As you upskill yourself, your next job is to improve that skill level. So that is upscale. And as you upscale, the last thing that remains is to uplift. The only activity that you need to focus on is to uplifting yourself or uplifting somebody. That is my only intention throughout the day. For me, success is the measure of the number of persons I uplifted today. So I don't want, or rather I am not even interested to become successful tomorrow by doing something today. For me, success is all about uplifting people around. If I can uplift one person, I'm happy. So that's why there was this question that before going to bed, you ask yourself, how many people I uplifted today? When you go to bed with a number, giving to your brain, subconscious, a number, that this is a number which is something that I have done, something specific, something measurable, the subconscious actually feels very elated. आज मैंने कुछ किया. And once you practice this for a few days, getting into sleep is only a matter of 2 to 5 minutes. People who were in sleeping pills, I have worked with three such people. And I just told them, do only one activity throughout the day, uplift people. Do something to uplift people, and before going to bed, just count. They practiced it for a few months. Somebody 1 month, somebody 2 months, somebody 3 months, not more than 3 months. They are all sleeping without pills now. Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's do our photo shoot and then we'll come back with the feedback. So everyone on camera? सबसे सुबह राजेश्वरी को उठना पड़ेगा, कल स्कूल है. Yes, Padma, quickly. Let's have our signature photograph. So here we go. Look at the camera, keep your eyes wide open. You just need to ensure that you look proper on the screen before you look at the camera. Okay? Okay, now look at the camera, keep your eyes wide open, and let's count 1, 2, 3 together, and we'll freeze at 3 for a few seconds. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wonderful. Excellent. I'm sharing it in the screen in the group, and you can come back with your questions and concerns and your feedback or whatever you are feeling.
Sir, I agree to your point that we have to uplift.
I
But
have to.
I, I uplift. But when the front person is not ready,
Hmm.
so that trying hard will not. So we will. The
I will.
reality is nobody. I will. So the reality is nobody wants anyone like as I said. I mean, as it was said today that we have to teach others. But the reality outside world doesn't want to learn. Teaching is
Exactly.
some. So are you understanding my
Yes,
point?
I'm understanding you.
So in that case, it will be challenging our belief system. So the reality outside is different, and what we are having that belief is that authenticity will be impacted. I mean, our
Good,
own belief system
good,
gets challenged.
good,
So
good,
this will
good.
lead to confusion, na?
You cannot think of something without thinking about it. So you
We
use
want to
all the
survive in
words.
this world. We want to
You use
survive in
all the
this.
words like authenticity, confusion, ये वो. इतना
No,
कुछ
sorry.
सोचने की जरूरत ही नहीं है.
Teaching someone, but the front person will revolt back. So we
Don't
will feel
teach.
bad.
Don't teach. Do something. See, if you do something in a certain way, so the other person is feeling teaching, getting taught, तो वो सीखने के लिए तैयार नहीं होगा. So what do you think? Do I do that? I teach
Some
only when
people,
I'm in a session. When I'm not in a session, I don't teach anybody. I talk to them. बातों बातों में बोलता हूँ.
yeah.
Like replacing but with and. So I do not use but when I'm talking to the other person. You won't believe our maid. She said today, "Oh my God," and it was something like we were all thinking, "यार, तूने ये कहाँ से सीखा?" तो लगी मैंने सीखा. I learned. I have heard कि आप लोग बोलते हो. तो हम लोग उसका मतलब क्या है? बोले पता नहीं, लेकिन मतलब तो ये है कि है तौबा है तौबा. तो she said कि जब मैं इसको हिंदी में बोल व्हेन आई से इट इन इंग्लिश दैट ओ माय गॉड, लोग सोचते हैं कि मैं काफी पढ़ा लिखा हूँ, कुछ चीज मेरे को भी आती है ना. So this is what I'm talking about uplifting. The person should feel happy about whatever is happening around. He should feel excited automatically for certain things. Like for example, that person may be using the word problem when he's talking to you, but you are not using the word problem while interacting with the other person. So probably you're asking, what is the opportunity we have here? I got that we are in deep soup. What can we do about it now? So you are not using the word problem. So the problem does not exist in that conversation anymore. I can understand it's a challenge. So what is the way out? Uplifting, I am talking about this. धीरे 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 होगा, एक दिन में नहीं होगा. But you will feel that the other person is feeling better. And after some time, people love to talk to you. They will start talking about you with others. You yourself said, Ankita, that you got enrolled yourself into this program because I was having a conversation with Padma.
Hmm.
Now, she didn't promote me, neither I promoted you, but
Hmm.
you felt uplifted.
Hmm.
I'm talking about that.
So the thing happens with me is if some that the people who are not supported, their things affects. So the opposite. So my originality will. I know,
Hmm.
but this used to happen. Now it won't happen now onwards. But
Yeah.
what I experienced, I shared.
Change the
Now,
thought.
now it won't happen, sir.
Yeah, that's it. It's as simple as that.
Now I'm aware
Focus on what you want. That's it.
what is
It's actually
happening.
as simple as that.
So आपके साथ बात करते वक्त एक-एक इतना अवेयरनेस के साथ बात करना पड़ता है, तो that thing is come in me.
Yeah, yeah, you are creating that new route, that bypass. थोड़ा टाइम तो लगेगा, एक दिन में नहीं बनेगा, लेकिन बन जाएगा आपके. You need people. The more people you have, the faster that bypass will be constructed. Class 8 May, when we were in studying in class 8, a particular type of questions used to come in maths, and that question is all about that if 5 people take 3 days to complete this work, how many days it will take for 10 people to complete this work. You remember these kind of questions? So more the people, less the effort, and faster the job done. So you have to create the pathway here. So you have to interact with more people so that they also start using the same kind of words with you, same kind of conversation with you. They also feel being in close proximity with you. They feel comfortable while talking to you, and that will keep on generating this new pathway inside your mind, and you will start being that way. When you learn something initially, it is an effort, but when you actually learn it, when you start being that way, you become that way. So right now, probably you are a struggle because you feel that you are putting a lot of struggle. You replace that word, say I am always enlightened. बोलते बोलते आराम से you start actually being that way. It's not about faking, it's actually feeling.
So that's why I started listening your videos repeatedly so that words come into my vocab in practice. Let it be
Yeah.
morning or whenever I'm free.
See, there's a specific reason why I'm having this entire course for 6 months. That why I'm saying that people who are doing it in batch one, I will offer it free for batch two, batch three. Why I'm doing it? Because I want this to be a continuous process, such that you become that way. You become another Pinaki at least. If that becomes possible, then you will also start living your life like that. You don't need to struggle to use that kind of words, or to choose the words, to not to choose the words, to avoid things, not to avoid things. It will not go into those things. You will become that way. Even I was not a person who used to talk this way, the way I'm talking to you. That's why, though I was learning all these things for last 30-35 years, they were all like my hobby. I never shared it with people, but I kept on learning those things, ontology, then phenomenology. There's so many things which are to do with thoughts and mind and brain. It was just like my hobby. Sometimes I used to tell people, but what happened when I learned NLP? I got the language to express myself. Then slowly I started expressing myself.
Got
And then I started looking at it from a different context altogether. So I discovered that I am actually a living example of NLP in action. People started referring to me like that. Some of my batchmates who did NLP with me, even master practitioner, they started saying something new. They said, this is not NLP, this is PLP. You know what PLP? Pinaki language processing. So in master practitioner, of course, we are having a lot of fun. Like, that is the best master practitioner batch that Mayor Notion Pawan had in their lifetime. And I'm connected with all of them, and all of them are connected with me, and probably all of them are connected with each one of us. I will probably, I'm not sure, but I'm in their mind and they are in my mind. I am in touch with them, they're in touch with them. They did their master practitioner, they did their NLP trainer course, and they were in touch with me. all 22 of them, and I'm still in touch with them. They wrote book, I purchased everyone's book. I said, I will be at least one buyer of your book. Why? Because tomorrow I will also publish a book. So who will buy my book? So as if I am buying your book, at least you will buy my book. इतना तो मैं एक कस्टमर तो मुझे मिलेगा.
So if you are with that mindset people, you become one among them.
Yes. So the choice, this is what I am talking. I was talking about yesterday, that ABCD. Life is all about ABCD. A journey from B to D, business, so birth to death, with C in between. And C is all the choices that you are making. All the choices that you are making on this journey. Okay. So I have an assignment for all of you, and I'll just share that assignment. It's a very simple assignment. And let me share my screen. Here is the assignment. All of you can see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this assignment is all about the C factor between B and D. You are the result of the choices you make. So I'm not saying that you have made so far. अभी तक जो हो गया वो हो गया. You can't do anything about it. So now you have the choices to deserve the result or to create the results that you are committed for yourself or that you want for yourself. Okay. So what we will be doing is, you figure out all the words which starting with C, and they're all empowering words. Okay, you can use all the resources that you have access to. You can use internet, you can use chat GPT, you can use whatever resources you have. Your job is to find out all the words starting with C which are empowering, encouraging, motivating, and inspiring. This is your assignment. And as you write down these words, focus on this beautiful aspect of our brain. You cannot not think of something without thinking about it. So you cannot not think of confidence without thinking about confidence. So this is your assignment. All right. The C factor between B and D, you are the result of the choices you make. So you choose the word starting with C. And then you see what happens what happens tomorrow. I'm telling you, you will be in a completely different domain throughout the day. Completely different domain. It is far above cloud 9 or cloud 11. Probably this is cloud maybe say 99th, maybe cloud infinity, I don't know. But the more you engage yourself into this activity tomorrow, over next 23 hours, right, starting from tonight, I'm telling you, you will be in a completely different domain altogether. एक अलग दुनिया में आप कल सारा दिन रहेंगे. You take it from me. It will be an amazing experience. You know, like हम बोलते हैं ना कि स्वर्ग जो है वो यहीं पे है. कम से कम इसका एक टेस्ट कल आपको मिलेगा. You know. Heaven is here.
So we have to just think of words
Starting
starting
with
with
C.
C,
All the
empowering,
empowering words, encouraging words, inspiring words, motivating words.
without looking at the dictionary or Googling.
No, you must look at. I said you use all the resources.
All resources. Okay.
The whole action the activity is to write these words and then actually feel about those words. So write the words in all capital. You can write it in a Word document. You can write it in a piece of paper. I would strongly recommend you write it in a piece of paper with different colorful pens. So one of the prerequisite for attending this workshop is to having a notebook and three colorful pens at least other than black and blue. So with black and blue, there will be five colorful pens. And then write all these words in all capital. You can keep that piece of paper. It can be a notebook, it can be a piece of paper, but you just keep it with yourself. Or Saradin, the moment you find a new word, just write it down and actually think about it, feel about it. If you actually want the exact meaning of that word, just see the meaning of the word on Google. The whole objective of this activity is to write these words and feel them. ठीक है? कल मिलेंगे स्वर्ग पे. Tomorrow we will meet at स्वर्ग. हेवन में मिलेंगे कल हम लोग. हेल में तो है ही,
Sir,
चारों
I'm
तरफ हेल हेल ही दिखता है.
only I have questions or nobody will ask questions. I'm getting that
Yeah,
doubt,
I'm
sir.
just going to ask them that if you have any questions, please go ahead.
Oh, I take more time, sir. Like I should not speak more.
Don't think about something that you don't want to think. Okay,
Mhm.
catch
Okay.
yourself. These are the things that you need to catch yourself. You cannot
I
not think
have
of
question
something
for
without
Ankita.
thinking about
I have questions, but I don't know, is it too early for me to ask? I just wanted to know, how do you activate your or access your subconscious mind? That is my deep question.
it.
Before
Okay, very
Do you
good
have
sleeping,
an
question.
answer?
before sleeping, listen to the lecture. Sir's lecture, it will get
No, no, no,
activated.
no. I
Yeah,
I had this very deep question with me always, Pinakiji. Like, if you can give me answers for this, this is what I'm searching. Like, how do I activate it? And see, the reason being is why I'm curious about it is, all along from a very young age, I have never kept an alarm for waking me up.
Hmm.
So, I supposing I need to get up at 5:50 to just get ready and go to yoga. I just think that I should get up at 5:50, and uh, at 5:45 I'm awake, fresh.
Hmm.
It's something
Hmm.
like somebody calling me. So that I feel that, like, it's not only in the night. Supposing I take a nap in the afternoon if I'm free, even then I will just say 10 minutes I will sleep, and I'll just think about the time, and then it is there. So I just wanted to know, is this the subconscious mind, and is it, so if that is going to be the case, like, how do I, because there must be roster of things I'm reading, and so how do I um, uh,
This is it.
keep a
This is
track?
it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
it.
What is it?
This is it. What you said, that you have full control on your subconscious. So you know this, that how much time is 10 minutes. And when you pass that message to your subconscious knows how much, what is the duration of 10 minutes. So when that moment that 10 minutes is over, it wakes up your conscious.
Yeah, so this is with respect to time. What are the
Hmm.
other things I can take from subconscious mind? How do I start?
See, actually, you cannot take anything from subconscious because subconscious is the idiot part of the brain. So subconscious does everything as a machine. So subconscious controls all the body activities like a machine. You don't need to tell the subconscious when to, how to keep the heart pumping, when to pump it fast, when to pump it slow. You don't need to do that. It does it
That
on its own.
yes, Pinakiji, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hmm.
I understand, but then I wanted to know, is there, because there are a lot of I mean, I'm not getting it. So you mean to say that that is a structured way, and you need not even think about it, it automatically. So what is the book that, because I haven't read the book, uh, uh, what does the book of how to read your subconscious mind? There is a book, and have you,
See, there are many books. There are many books.
what does it say? Like, have you read the book? Have you
Yeah,
read
you
that?
can read. Carol Dweck's mindset. You can read Murphy's The Power of Subconscious Mind.
Yeah.
There are many such books. I would strongly recommend you watch TED Talks.
TEDx talks. Okay.
TEDx Talks. There
On
are
the
many.
subconscious mind.
Yeah, subconscious mind, brain science, neuroscience, thinking. Start listening to YouTube TEDx videos.
Okay. That's a long process. So I thought I can take some easy tips from you.
Yeah, these are easy tips. These are easiest tips. You just watch them at random. You don't need to be very sensitive about it. Which one I should listen, which one I don't listen. You don't need to do that. You just pick up any subject of your choice. Say TED Talk on thinking smart, for example. You'll find. Now, YouTube has its own AI. So YouTube will monitor what kind of videos you are watching.
Yeah. That
And based
relevant
on
thing
that,
will come
after
to
a
you.
few days, it will start giving you
Yes.
suggestions that you can also
Yes.
watch this, you can also watch this.
Yeah. That's the AI concept.
Yeah.
I understand, but
And there are wonderful speakers.
uh,
There are many scientists. They have these YouTube videos. YouTube videos are one of the sources from where I learn because they package it in 15 to 20 minutes of their life experiences, of their experiments that they have done, the books they have read, the activities that they have done. It summarizes things for me. And most of these videos you don't even need to watch. You just put it in your ears, your earplugs, earphones, and just listen to them. Close your eyes, sit straight or sleep, and just listen to them. You can listen to them at your own speed. If you want to listen to them normal, listen to them normal. If you want to listen to them slow, listen to them slow. It's your choice. That is a starting point. There you will also find books recommended for listening, audio books. So you can choose those audiobook summaries, listen to the audiobook summaries, and if you feel like reading that book, then buy that book and read. Or you can even download the PDF file of that book and then you read. And if you really find it worth enough, then buy it and put it in your bookshelf. And read it whenever you want to read it. That is the process I follow. So what the advantage that I get out of it, that I don't need to hunt for which is the right book for me. And many times the books which I receive, which I read, I don't read the book from cover to cover. I only read one chapter or two chapters, which I think relevant. And that is how I have read so many
which
books.
I think.
Maybe two and a half to 3,000 books I have read just like that. Not 95% of them I didn't read from
What
cover
I
to
didn't
cover.
get you by that one chapter, two chapter in this. Like
One chapter to two chapter of a book.
I didn't get you, Pinaki ji.
Hmm. See, I pick up a book.
Why? You mean
There are many books which I don't read from cover to cover. That's what I'm saying. So I just read one or two chapters which I find relevant.
what? How do you call that as? Okay,
How
but
do?
just one or two chapters. Like how do you know that? No, I didn't. One or two chapters in
That
the
I
sense of
leave to
the entire book.
universe.
You mean?
That I leave to universe. And what I read, I apply it. Like we are reading this Out of Your Comfort Zone by Dr. Emma Martley.
Mm-hmm.
So we are reading chapter 6 for such a long time, isn't it? So
Yeah.
when I'm reading them, I'm applying them. So there
So
are many such.
all this is maybe with relevance to self-help books and not.
Yeah. I'm just giving one idea that if you want to develop your brain, if you want to focus on your brain, if you want to know how your brain works,
Are you not missing out on the other? I mean, ideas on the book? Like if you just take one or two, like what if there is anything precious on few other chapters? Like,
Maybe, but I don't have that FOMO. I don't have this fear of missing out. Rather, I have joy of missing out.
mm,
See, there is so much to learn. How do I know what is more relevant for me? So whatever relevant comes to me, I read it. If I find it interesting, I package it in my training programs. I deliver it accordingly.
yeah, I'm sorry. Again, I have a doubt here.
Mhm.
Okay, whatever is relevant to you, I understand you take it and you deliver it. But
Mhm.
how do you identify what is relevant to you? It is only by reading the entire book you can identify what is relevant to you. How do you just like that take two chapters and then how are you getting convinced? That is what I wanted to know.
Well, that is how I have done it so far.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not saying that whatever I'm doing is the right way to do it, but
Okay,
I'm only sharing with you what I do.
okay. I
And I
get it.
always ask a question to everyone when I share whatever I share. I ask them, with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now?
I understand. Now I get you. Okay. Your operandi, like how you want to take it. I understand.
Yeah. One more thing which I do, probably this is the smartest way to do nowadays, is that most of these great books, the audio summary of these books are all available on YouTube.
Okay.
Some of them are also chapter wise, chapter by chapter. So you just listen to that audio summary maybe for 15-20 minutes,
Beautiful. Yeah.
and you know that these are the chapters which are drawing my attention now. You will feel
Yes.
that there is some intuition. You will feel like, okay, these are the chapters which I need to read, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
So then you read those
The wisdom
chapters.
you would have gained by reading so many books. I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So and you will find them connected. So
Yes.
you should not be in
You
this
have the
trap
knack
of
of,
missing out. You should not
okay. I
fall in
get
this
you. I
trap
get you.
of
See,
uh, fear of missing
yes.
out.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. You are too very positive, Pinaki ji. Like that's
Yeah,
the
because I tell universe that whatever is important for me, you just share it with me. Baat khatam.
katam. Yes.
So I am that much submitted to universe.
Very true. I appreciate.
Like say your child comes to you and asks you that, mom, in this book there are 10 stories.
Mm,
If I want to read only 2 stories, which one will you recommend? Now, when the child is coming to you, the book that he is coming with, you might need only half an hour, maybe 1 hour to read that book, right?
okay.
And now, based on that, you may advise the child, okay, if you want to read only 2 stories, then just read story number 4 and story number 6.
Yes. Yes.
So I am that child, and universe is my mother. I tell universe whatever is important for me and whatever is urgent for me during my lifetime, you just share it with me, because the only time that I have for me is from right now till I go to bed tonight. So don't give everything to me. Just give me whichever is important for me, and universe gives me.
So beautiful. You're overloaded with faith. So happy to uh, like really hear this from you. That's the confidence you have. Very true. I got it. That is why after talking to you, I really thought I can uh, grab certain tips from you, if at all, on this. But again, I want me to, like do it on my. I get it. I get it.
Cool. So that's it for tonight. We had the longest session tonight. नहीं, अभी भी थोड़ा सा छोटा है. Anyway, thank you so much for all your attention for this
Thank you.
wonderful
Lovely.
session. And tomorrow we'll meet again with all the C words.
Yes, definitely.
So
Wait
tomorrow
for
we are
the
meeting in heaven. Okay. Come with that mindset. अगर जन्नत कहीं है तो यही है. See, what is the point like going to heaven after getting uh,
pushed
like
from here.
after क्या बोलूं, like after finishing this life on this earth? How do you know that how it looks like?
See
People
and
who
hear.
went there, did they come back and tell you?
No.
Yes, sir. Ghost. Ghost.
Ghosts सब hell में रहते हैं. They don't live in. They never get an opportunity even to get to the doors of the heaven.
Imagination, sir. Everything is imagination.
है ना? So I don't know anybody who has come back from heaven and wrote a book or wrote his experiences that this is how heaven is all about.
Mm,
Okay, so heaven is here. It's all here.
yes.
Earth is the best heaven.
We will meet at the heaven.
And that is one. Yes.
With all these C words, with all the experiences and feelings of these C words, of these powerful C words. All right. Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you.